Ang mga pananaw at opinyon ng pag-uulat ng mag-uulat sa programang ito ay hindi ang pangunahing posisyon o pahayag ng pamumunuan ng organisasyong ito. The views and opinions expressed in this live report are those of the presenter and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the management of this organization. At Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Editoriyal, Today is Wednesday, February 16, 2022. I am your host, Carlos Miguel Kanahashi, and together with me is Sir Mark Betita for our technicals. And we're broadcasting simultaneously on InkluRadyo and on the Hands in Inclusion Philippines YouTube channel. We shall commence our presentation in just a moment, and we will be back after our commercials. Now this.
Para sa aking pamilya, para sa aking kapwa. at para sa bayan. Kahit mahirap, kahit masakit, mahal ko kayong lahat. Kahit anong mangyari, ikaw, ako, tayo. Ating isisigaw sa mundo. Inklusibong may tatak, angat buhay itatahak. Matapang pa rin tayo. Ang tropa, hindi nang iiwan. Ang senyas, isang instrumento. Ilang beses matumba, tayo huling bababa. Luman ang ating pinagaling. Tayo ay muling liliwanag. Para sa pangarap, para sa pamilya, at para sa bayan. Tayo ang ida. Tuloy ang inclusion.
Okay, welcome back to Editoriyal. For this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, what is our topic for our episode for this day? We will discuss to you about a problem in relation to real estate, which is what we call as noise pollution or what we call as a nuisance or nuisance, ladies and gentlemen. When we say noise pollution or nuisance, what does this mean? And how is this related to the effects of this trying time, ladies and gentlemen? So, without further ado, here now is our topic for this day is about noise pollution. Okay, so what is noise pollution or nuisance? Well, it has been said that noise is the most impertinent of all forms of interruption. Worse, when noise disturbance rises to the level of noise pollution, it becomes just like any other type of pollution, such as air or water pollution. It can lead to infections, stress, and other illnesses. In fact, according to a report from the World Health Organization or WHO some years ago, environmental noise is among the top environmental risks to health. So when we say noise pollution, what does this mean? Why is noise pollution the most problem, especially in the real estate industry here in the Philippines? And how is this affecting our health? So let us define what noise pollution is or nuisance. According to Article 694 of the Civil Code of the Philippines, a nuisance or nuisance is any act, omission, establishment, business condition of property, or anything else which injures or endangers the health and safety of others, annoys or offends the senses, shocks, defies or disregards decency or morality, obstructs or interferes with the free passage of any public highway or street or any body of water, and hinders or impairs the use of property. So, what nuisance means is this can disturb other people. This will lead to problems into their health, their safety, and the well-being of others. So, what are the two types of nuisance? First, nuisance per se, and the second is nuisance per accidents. When we say nuisance per se, that which affects the immediate safety of persons and property and may be summarily abated under the undefined law of necessity. In the case of nuisance per accidents, that which depends upon certain conditions and circumstances, and its existence being a question of fact. It cannot be abated without due hearing thereon in a tribunal authorized to decide whether such a thing does in law constitute a nuisance. So, all in all, ladies and gentlemen, nuisance is one of the problems in relation to real estate, and this will also cause the safety, the welfare, and the well-being of others. Okay? As we move on, ladies and gentlemen, here, according to some salient provisions of the Civil Code, ladies and gentlemen, according to Article 19 of the Civil Code of the Philippines, every person must, in the exercise of his rights and in the performance of his duties, act with justice, give everyone his due, and observe honesty and good faith. According to Article 26, every person shall respect the dignity, personality, privacy, and the peace of mind of his neighbors and other persons. Likewise, under Article 682 of the Civil Code, every building or piece of land is subject to the easement, which prohibits the possessor or the proprietor from committing nuisance through noise, jarring, offensive odors, smoke, heat, dust, water, glare, and other causes. So, based on these selected articles in the revised in this civil code, nuisance is 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 a thing wherein, based on the previous slide, which can endanger the well-being of others. And we need to show respect, the dignity, the personality, the privacy, and the peace of mind of his neighbors and other persons. Okay. According to Article 704 of the Civil Code of the Philippines, any private person may abate a public nuisance which is especially injurious to him by removing or, if necessary, by destroying the thing which constitutes the same, without committing a breach of the peace or doing unnecessary injury. But it is necessary that demand be first made upon the owner of the property to abate the nuisance, that such demand has been rejected, that the abatement be approved by the health officer of the LGUs and executed with the assistance of the local PNP, and that the value of the destruction does not exceed 3,000 pesos. So, well. So according to the salient provisions of the Civil Code of the Philippines regarding nuisance, we need to make sure that we need to respect the dignity and the peace of mind, and also to make sure that we need to to be respectful and to be considerate as well. Another question is, how is nuisance related to this trying time? But before we go, let's have another part of the civil code regarding nuisance. The remedies, ladies and gentlemen, are civil actions and or abatement without proceedings in the court, ladies and gentlemen. So how is nuisance related to this trying time? Well, the Department of Interior and Local Government urged all LGUs throughout the country to enact ordinances prohibiting the use of karaoke and other loud, distracting noises during the online class schedules as millions of students adjust to the new normal education system as a measure against COVID-19. According to DILG Secretary Eduardo Año, he said that loud sounds during online class hours and independent study periods can lead to distraction of students from concentrating on their studies, their schoolwork, and other activities because the homes is now the extension of the school. Why? Because Eduardo Año made this announcement in support to former PNP chief Camilo Cascolan, to all PNP unit commanders and chiefs of police to coordinate with their LGUs to modify or enact their existing local ordinances against the use of karaoke and other activities that would create unnecessary noise that would disturb the students in their studies at home. It is hard enough for students to adjust to distance learning because of distraction from the noise. That means, ladies and gentlemen, to be honest, hindi sila makikipag-concentrate sa mga inaaral nila because of the karaoke and the other excessive noises as well, ladies and gentlemen. And because of this, some of the LGUs throughout the country ordered the ban on karaoke. And the reason why they do this is para makafocus sa mga estudyante sa kanilang pag-aaral. Peace and quiet is what they need, ladies and gentlemen. He also urged all vehicle owners to avoid the unnecessary blowing of car horns during school hours, as this will also distract the learners. And as a result of these, LGUs were urged to enforce laws against loud noises during daytime. The purpose of this is to avoid distracting students in their online classes. According to Martin Dino, the Undersecretary of DILG, cities without regulations on unnecessary noise amid distance learning methods can pass ordinances like other LGs and have done so. So based on these pictures, ladies and gentlemen, this is regarding the ban on karaoke, especially during distance learning and online class periods. And that's why LGUs throughout the country should have the right to issue laws against the ban on karaoke. And this is part of being considerate to students engaged in their online classes and also for the employees having work from home and skeletal workforces as well. Because as you may know, in the next the next slide is this. As the coronavirus disease 2019 pandemic ranges, the most affected sectors are education and the economy. Why? Because first, schools were forced to switch to distance and blended learning modes. And also, for the economy to switch to distance way of working as skeletal workforces and work from home arrangements. However, several problems have come up. A lot of students complain about the lack of adequate gadgets and unstable internet connections. Parents noted that it has become hard for students to focus on online learning methods because of distractions rather, like noise, which prompted LGUs to pass ordinances against daytime noise. So in other words, in layman's term, ladies and gentlemen, the COVID-19 pandemic has prevented the economy and the education system throughout our country to have face-to-face classes in schools and face-to-face work in some industries, forcing the Department of Education, the Commission on Higher Education, the Department of Trade and Industry, and the Department of Labor and Employment, and all schools and offices throughout the country to shift or modify the method of teaching and working to distance learning, or what we call as online classes, and also skeletal workforces and work from home arrangements. Sir Mark, hello there. Question. Bakit kailangan ang mga LGUs na ipinatupad ang karaoke ban dahil sa epekto ng pandemic, dahil sa online class, skeletal workforce at work from home arrangements? Bakit ipinagbabawal na ang karaoke, Sir Mark?
Dahil po sa noise pollution.
Tama yan, ladies and gentlemen. Noise pollution. Para makafocus sa mga empleyado sa kanilang pagtrabaho, mapa sa opisina man o mapa sa bahay man, at para din para makafocus sa mga estudyante sa kanilang pag-aaral sa bahay dahil sa implementasyon ng distance learning or yung tinatawag po nating online classes. Okay. So, it has been said that noise pollution is one of the most impertinent of all forms of interruption. It can lead to infections, stress, and other illnesses because can endanger the health, the safety, and the well-being of everyone, regardless of who we are and the way we work. And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, we need to make sure that we have to be to if you want to use your karaokes, then you should only use it at the right time. There's a right time for that. Dapat gamitin ito sa tamang oras at sa tamang panahon. Example, if the LGU ordered the ban on karaoke, let's say Monday to Friday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Kasi may mga pasok sa mga mga elementary at high school. Lalo na, and sometimes Monday to Saturday kasi may mga pasok sa mga kolehiyo. Let's say mga 7:01 or 6:01 ng gabi. Di pwede ka na mag-karaoke, ladies and gentlemen. And that's why, to avoid nuisance or noise pollution, we need to follow the laws issued by the local government units. And also, to make sure that we need to make sure that we need to show peace and quiet to avoid noise pollution. Okay, so now we're done with our presentation for this day. Now is the time for our next part, our election 2022 updates through Pulso 2022 election updates. So, two Manila councilors joined the campaign team of Isko Moreno as youth spokespersons. Princess Abante and Jong Isip Jr. are the latest additions to the roster of campaign spokesperson of Isko Moreno, and they're asked to target the youth. Raymond Burgos told Rappler that the two will become Moreno's face to the Filipino youth, and they will speak on the issues important to youth voters. Moreno's team is particularly keen on drumming support among 21 to 29 years old. Abante and Isip were formally presented to the press later on Monday. They joined the campaign team speakers bureau, or its roster of spokesperson that includes Lito Banayo, the campaign manager of Isko Moreno, and the chairman of Acción Democrático, Ernest Ramel. So, Abante is the 6th district councilor of the city of Manila and the daughter of Benny Abante Jr. So, she became a councilor in 2013. Before she entered the city of Manila as a councilor, she was the former commissioner of the National Youth Commission and the associate of the law firm of Juan Ponce Enrile, Reyes, and Manalastas Law Office. She's the current chairperson of the National Movement of Young Legislators in the National Capital Region. Isip is the 3rd District Councilor of Manila. He used to be a legislative staff officer of Moreno's political mentor, former Vice Mayor Danilo Lacuna, from 2005 to 2006. He used to work as an associate lawyer for Rodrigo Berenguer and Guno Law Firm. Abante got her law degree from the University of Santo Tomas Faculty of Civil Law. Isip graduated from San Beda College of Law. As the councilors of the city of Manila, they also have experience in working with Isko Moreno, who as a mayor is counted on the city council for key initiatives. Moreno used to lead the councilors himself as vice mayor for 3 executive terms. The vice mayor automatically heads the city council. That concludes our election 2022 updates. So now is the time for our next part of our show, Sino Ka? Know your candidates in the 2022 national elections. Our featured candidate for our episode for this day is Samira Guto. She earned her Bachelor of Arts in Broadcast Communication at the University of the Philippines. She became the president at the time of the UP Muslim Students Association and the Muslim Youth and Students Alliance. She was the former member of the ARMM Regional Legislative Assembly from 2012 to 2013, and she is the member of the Bangsamoro Transition Commission in 2017. And he expected to run for 2019, but she lost, and she also ran again for the 2022 elections. So please check Samira Gutok in your ballots for May 9, 2022 elections. On May 9, 2022, let's vote wisely and choose a leader. Choose the right leaders. And that's why we urge everyone to vote wisely for the elections. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, here are some of our announcements. Next slide, please, Sir Mark. Okay, so first of all, ladies and gentlemen, we urge everyone to purchase our products from the Hansen Inclusion Philippines online shop. We need to act as one, ladies and gentlemen. How? Purchase our products in our online shop and for your donations as well. For our online shop, we have our One Inclusion Nation t-shirts and our One Inclusion Nation tote bags, plus the Talano Gold colored One Inclusion Nation t-shirts. For the Talano Gold One Inclusion Nation t-shirts, sizes are ranged between small to XL and prices are ranged between 325 to 350 pesos. For our regular One Inclusion Nation t-shirts, available in red, black, blue, white, and yellow. All sizes were 275 pesos. For our tote bags is available in white and black. Sizes are ranged between medium to large and prices are ranged between 150 to 200 pesos. So how can you order? Well, first of all, we'll be very strict on payments. Payment first before purchase. I repeat, payment first before purchase. We're accepting payments from GCash and will deliver your ordered products via GoGo Express and LBC as well. Next slide, please. So, the Hansen Inclusion Philippines online shop is temporarily closed for areas under Alert Level 5, but it will continue to serve in areas under Alert Level 1, 2, 3, and 4 only. Its operating hours are from 12 midnight to 11:59 in the evening. For a full list of orders, please visit the Hansen Inclusion Philippines Facebook page or email us at hansen.inclusion@gmail.com. Next slide, please. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we at Hansen Inclusion Philippines needs your help. To be honest, we've already been struggling with our financial problems here in our organization. Para makabudget naman tayo, we urge everyone to help Hansen Inclusion Philippines and to continue to act as one. How? Scan and donate using GCash and the QR code that's flashed on your screen. You can also donate using coins and put them in an in a coin bank like this, or what we call as alcansha. And you may also donate it through Union Bank as well as part of the Barya para sa Inclusion fundraising project of our organization. And ladies and gentlemen, what are you waiting for? Please, please, and please lang, hinin po ang inyong tulong sa ating organisasyon, ladies and gentlemen. We need your help, ladies and gentlemen. To all of you guys watching and to those who are supporting our organization. Please help HNI Inclusion Philippines for its fundraising project. We're aiming to raise funds in our organization. Let us have the time to rebuild in order for us to have a bigger, better, and a bolder HNI Inclusion Philippines. Proceeds from the sales in the online shop and for your donations will go to us here in HNI Inclusion for the formality, for the expenses, and for the financial aid of the members due to the effect of this trying time. So guys, for those who did this, thank you very much as well. Next slide, please, Sir Mark. So if you have problems with your computer, your tablet, your cell phone, if it's regardless if it's a Windows, an Apple, or an Android, please message on Mark PC Laptop Repair Services. You may message him on Facebook, Mark Betita or Mark Paulo Betita. And also, you can call or text him on his number flash on your screen, 0947 355 4759. If you have any problems with your computer or your desktop computer, or if you want for your downloading of music or movies, or you can also for your troubleshooting on your phone or your laptop, Sir Mark Betita will be happy to help you as well. Next slide, please. We have some two remaining events coming up for the month of February in Best Buddies Philippines. On February 19 at 4 p.m. is rock painting with Bianca Maramba and Francine Campos. And on February 26 at 4 p.m., ice cream social. So if you want to join these events for February 19 and 26, follow Best Buddies Philippines on Facebook and Instagram. Send them a message and they will send you the registration form and the link as well. It will also be viewed on the Best Buddies Philippines Facebook page. In Best Buddies Philippines, make a friend, be a friend. Next slide, please. So we urge everyone to continue supporting Project Sold Out. We'd like to thank Hiraya Gallery and Special Achievers and our partner organizations for the involvement in this project. So if you want to continue to support this, please check Special Achievers Facebook page as well. Next slide, please. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're feeling hungry, you may want to order some of the foods from the Sobra Comfort Food Restaurant and the Kuya Korea Restaurant. For the Sobra Comfort Food Restaurant, our menus are for the all-day breakfast, tapa sobra, chicken tocino, corned beef brisket, homemade spam, and beef salpicao. Sizes are ranged between solo to large and prices are ranged between 265 pesos to 1,450 pesos. Next slide, please. For our rice trays, which is commonly done during birthdays, your or for any occasion like anniversaries, you may order the rice trays: beef bulgogi, beef shawarma, beef gyudon, pork crackling bits, pork belly bird ends, charred chicken, and boneless fried chicken. Sizes are ranged between solo to large, and prices are ranged between 265 pesos to 1,700 pesos. Next slide, please. You may want to order their sandwiches as well. We have the fried chicken sandwich, pulled pro sandwich, corned beef sandwich, and chicken tocino sandwich. Sizes are ranged between regular, large, solo, and box of fours, and prices are ranged between 320 pesos to 1,540 pesos. Next slide, please. Mac and cheese and penne and gorgonzola for the pastas in the Sobra Comfort Food Restaurant. Sizes are ranged between solo to large and prices are ranged between 290 pesos to 1,350 pesos. Next slide, please. If you want to order from the Sobra Comfort Food Restaurant, head over to the Sobra Comfort Food Restaurant website, select the dishes you want to order, choose between pick up or delivery, and pay conveniently through any of the safe integrated payment methods, and your order is confirmed. Expect updates via text or email. Next slide, please. You may also want to order some of the foods from the Kuya Korea restaurant. For the Kuya Korea restaurant, the menus are for the rice bowls, beef bibimbap, beef bulgogi, pork samgyup, and K-pop chicken. Prices are range between 195 to 220 pesos. And for the boneless popcorn chicken, sizes are range between half to whole, and prices are range between 235 to 435 pesos. For the flavors of gochu, ganjang, chicken, and K buffalo. If you want to order there, please check the Kuya Korea website for your orders as well. Next slide, please.
Excuse me! Sabi mama,
Okay.
sorry.
And lastly, follow Hansen Inclusion Philippines on our social media pages and its digital platforms as well. This is part of our big help to us in our organization. It would be appreciated for you to do this as early as now. Follow us on Facebook, Hansen Inclusion PH, InkluRadio, Sports Inclusion, and the online shop. Instagram, Hansen Inclusion PH. Twitter, HNI Pilipinas. Kumu, HNI Philippines. And subscribe to our official YouTube channel, Hansen Inclusion Philippines. So guys, for those who did this, thank you very much as well. Next slide, please. Now's the time for our greetings to Jom Ignacio and Sir Mark Betita. Good evening to you. Thank you for watching. And also, for our birthday celebrants, we'd like to greet happy birthday to Paula Empleo of the Guild of Thomasians Educators of the University of Santo Tomas. Happy birthday, Paula Empleo, and expect the more birthdays to come. Also, shout outs and greetings to my family, to Hansen Inclusion Philippines, Best Buddies Philippines, Best Buddies Benilde, to other PWD organizations, and to my high school and college friends as well. And also to those who are watching, it may be a good morning, good afternoon, or good evening wherever you are in the world. I hope you guys are in a good mood, but if not, you may use this time to improve on your mental health and your well-being as well. To those who are watching us on InkluRadio, thank you very much as well. And if you missed this episode, it will be premiered the next day on the Hands in Inclusion Philippines YouTube channel for your viewing pleasure. Next slide, please. Before we end our episode for this day, I would like to share with you our quote from Eduardo Anya. Bilang mga disiplinado at responsableng mga magulang at mamamayan, tulungan natin ang ating mga estudyante na mabigyan ng tahimik at payapa na kapaligiran para sila ay makapag-aral ng mabuti sa kanilang mga tahanan. As we show discipline to our countrymen, we need to help our students by being peaceful and quiet so that they can study well in their homes. And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, nuisance is one of the big problems in noise pollution. And that's why we urge everyone to continue to be considerate, to students and workers, especially at this time, wherein some of have to engage in work from home and skeletal workforces, and also to engage in their online classes as well. So peace and quiet is what we need to avoid noise pollution. And also to make sure that we need to be respectful and to understand as well. Dapat maging maunawain, maawain para magbibigay, dapat pagbigyan natin yung mga estudyante at ating mga empleyado na tahimik at payapa para makafocus sila sa kanilang pag-aaral at pagtatrabaho, lalo na sa bahay, papa-opisina man o nakatrabaho sa bahay. Hanggat maaari, iwasan natin ang pag-iingay, lalo na sa oras ng trabaho at pag-aaral, para hindi tayo magkaroon ng noise pollution. Okay, that's a wrap for our editorial episode for this day, Wednesday, February 16, 2022. I will be back again tomorrow at the same time for the Inclusive Report episode. On behalf of InkluRadyo and Hands in Inclusion Philippines, I am your host, Carlos Miguel Kanahashi, and together with me is Sir Mark Betita for our technicals. May awang Diyos, makakaraos po tayo. Sama-sama tayong lalaban para sa pangarap, pamilya at bayan hanggang sa ating tatak para sa One Inclusion Nation. Muli, magandang gabi at pagpalain nawa tayo ng Diyos ng buong may kapal. And may the Almighty God bless us all. Pilipinas, God first. HNI, God first. Thank you very much for watching. Have a blessed evening to all and bye for now. Bye-bye.